Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and explain to everyone what is really going on with this new grift explained, right? So tonight some news came out about the Arizona audit, about what is going on with our Senate and with the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. And I have an expert here in the back seat, Steve Daniels, who is the president of the Patriot Party of Arizona. He knows so much about this stuff. He knows so much about the people involved. We're also in the car with Daniel McCarthy, who's driving. So he will probably chime in as well. I just wanted to welcome everyone who's coming on here. Thank you for hopping on this live. This is important, and I think a lot of people don't really understand what's going on because it's confusing, right? Because you've got both sides seemingly celebrating a win on Twitter tonight. So I wanted Steve to kind of break it down and just explain to everyone why this is not a win, why what is going on is a massive grift, and basically what they're actually doing, because it's tremendously confusing to the average person, and it needs to be explained and it needs to be exposed. So I'm gonna have Steve basically give a summary here of what's really happening.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? All right, so basically what's happened is tonight there was an agreement that was reached between the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors and the Arizona State Senate. The Senate had subpoenaed the routers, the Splunk logs, along with many other questions they had. They wanted some other information, but specifically the routers and the Splunk logs. So what happened is they reached an agreement that they would not turn them over to the cyber ninjas or the audit team, but they would instead appoint or hire what's called the special master.
Wait, so slow down for everyone. So basically, people who aren't following this thing, who don't know, basically the Arizona Senate are the ones who are running the audit, right?
Yeah, so the Arizona Senate's they're the ones running the audit. They've got an audit team. They've hired who's called the Cyber Ninjas. That's the name of the team that's running the audit. And they had asked for the routers.
So they basically sent us the Senate President, Karen Fann.
Yes.
She had a subpoena sent to the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors.
Board of Supervisors, because they control those through
routers.
The county recorder, and which is Stephen Richer.
And of those, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, my understanding is there are 5 of them.
5 of them.
And 4 out of those 5 are Republicans. So
quote-unquote Republicans, yes.
Quote-unquote Republicans. So keep all of this in mind. And also keep in mind that the state Senate is also run by Republicans. And Karen Fann is also a Republican.
That's correct.
So just keep all of that in mind, that these are dueling Republicans, okay? So
Or are they dueling?
Or are they, right? Or are they all just in on a massive grift that they're trying to convince us all of political theater that's going on? So keep that in mind. So you've got a subpoena was sent from Karen Fann, the Senate President, to the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, asking them, subpoenaing them to get these routers, right?
Yes, they needed the routers because a lot of the data, there's data on there that's
obviously we got to see the routers. I mean,
yeah, there's a whole topic on to itself as far as what could be on the routers, what's suspected to be on there. But the bottom line is they need to see them. So they reached the agreement that the cyber ninjas.
Wait. So they did, but they refused to adhere to the subpoena.
Yeah, I mean, the Board of Supervisors said we're not going to turn them over.
So they said they're not going to turn it over. So wouldn't the subpoena, I'm sorry, if I don't adhere to a subpoena, I go to jail. Isn't
yes,
it why didn't the state Senate say you have to, this, you just need to do it?
So they have the ability to compel. They actually could have the, and Daniel, help me, who's the individual that could actually bring him in?
Sheriff.
Well, there's sheriff, and then I guess you've actually got the sergeant of arms. Sorry.
Okay.
The sergeant of arms of the legislature, the Senate, could actually arrest the Board of Supervisors and compel them to appear. But they haven't gone that route. They do have that authority, but they have not exercised it. Instead, they are trying to use the Attorney General to provide pressure on the county to withhold funds until they turned it over. So they were holding essentially about $700 million over the Board of Supervisors' heads.
So basically what happened though, the board of supervisors now they have an agreement with the Senate.
So
they didn't adhere. They didn't adhere to the subpoena, but they came to an agreement.
They came to an agreement.
Okay,
so
that's where we are now.
Yes.
They negotiated an agreement.
So now we're negotiating with criminals.
Yes, who are just not going to adhere to their subpoena.
Yeah, we just negotiate with criminals instead of holding them accountable. So they negotiated a settlement where the Board of Supervisors would hire what's called the special master.
Yeah, they gave a new term, special master.
It's
the
very
special
odd
master.
Yeah,
It's very satanic. It's very.
It felt that way.
It's very Masonic. It's very weird. Okay,
It does feel that way. So they reached an agreement. That agreement was posted online. We read through it, broke it down.
I'll post that again for those of you who missed it. I think Steve posted it on the Patriot Party Arizona Instagram page.
On the Instagram page.
Yeah, just look at the highlighted portions. You can read all about this. Yes.
So what the special master will do is effectively have access to the routers.
Okay.
He will hire 1 to 3 IT experts to help review those routers and also get questions answered from the Board of Supervisors and their technology team. He is not required to produce a report. Now, mind you, remember, he is hired by the Board of Supervisors. He is paid by the Board of Supervisors.
Okay, wait. So the Board of Supervisors, who doesn't want to hand over the routers, now came to an agreement that the state Senate is celebrating as a win, but the agreement says that the Board of Supervisors of Maricopa County gets to hire their selected guy.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Who's going to serve as special master, who then he gets to hire a couple IT guys, and that they're going to. Sorry, my phone paused. That they're going to be the ones to review.
They'll review the routers.
They'll review the routers, but my understanding is in this agreement, he does not even have to make a report.
So he doesn't. So according to the actual agreement, it says he does not have to provide a report. He just has to report back to the Senate. He doesn't have to provide a written report. He doesn't have to. The special master has final say.
And okay, so the special master has final say. He doesn't have to provide a report. He just is going to make. He's just going to speak in front of. He's just going to report back to the state Senate. Speak to the state Senate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go read through the agreement. It's detailed.
Yes. So go to Steve's Instagram, the Patriot Party AZ, or the patriotparty.az. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the comments below when I share this video. But one last thing. So
let's talk about who they hired.
Let's talk about who is the special master. This is very interesting.
The special master is a gentleman by the name of John Shattuck, former rep. And there's some information that's come out just tonight about John Shattuck. Interestingly enough, Stephen Richer, who is the recorder employed Compass Strategies AZ as its main consulting firm. Stephen Richer was endorsed by John Shattuck.
Wait, so hit pause. So Stephen Richer, you guys, is the Maricopa County county recorder.
The new county
recorder. And he recently wrote a 36-page document outlining how he believes that there was no fraud. Nothing whatsoever. He believes that there was no fraud, that there was nothing shady whatsoever, even despite these ghost votes, even despite all the other information that's come out.
I recently bumped into him on the streets randomly, and I filmed the interaction, and I said, so no issues with the machines? He said, no. No issues with the mail-in ballots? He said, no. He said, no fraud. So no widespread fraud, as he put it.
So wait. So this guy who's now going to be special master, John Shattuck, endorsed
this guy,
the county recorder who said there's no fraud. And this person's been chosen by the Board of Supervisors to be the end-all be-all guy to look at the routers.
And John Shattuck was former chief of staff. His former chief of staff was Sean Noble. Now Sean Noble runs Compass. And Compass,
which is a consulting firm.
It's a consulting firm,
okay.
And Compass is connected to the Koch network, the Koch brothers network. So you can see how this all just circles back. It's a real incestuous crowd that they run in, and it's all the deep state, it's all the establishment, the McCainites here in Arizona. It's all a part of the fraud or the con.
So if you had to summarize really quickly, because I think people are still kind of confused of how this whole thing adds up, how would you sort of summarize this for people?
So you've got the Senate President Karen Fann, in my estimation, working with the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors to cover up the fraud in the 2020 election. And they have taken the power away from the audit team, the Cyber Ninjas, given it to a McCainite, a operative, John Shattuck, who endorsed the Maricopa County recorder, who also has said there is no fraud. So it feels like they're all working together, and now you've got the Senate claiming this is a win. You've got the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors claiming this is a win. So
Yes.
they both claim it as a win.
So you've got both groups that are at war with one another on Twitter right now, gloating and celebrating this as a win. You've got people like Wendy Rogers. You've got people like all of these people on Twitter, right?
Yeah, Wendy Rogers right now is claiming it as a win.
Yeah.
And we're trying to explain, no, this isn't a win. I'm replying back to them. I'm messaging everyone. I'm saying, you guys, you're being fooled. You're being fooled. You're being gaslit by these con artists.
But they get so many people riled up in repeating those talking points that it's a win, that they get the headline that they want. So the truth doesn't even matter. They just go out there and they repeat the talking points that they want the masses repeating, like championing them and thinking that they're the savior and that they're the ones that are going out and fighting for them. But they're not actually doing anything. They're just literally posting lies on Twitter. And most people don't understand the complexities well enough to understand that this is not a win, that they're literally they're not giving the routers to the people who should have them. They're giving them to one corrupt dude who says that he's who gets the final say and who doesn't even have to provide a report. So, it's sort of like when you play this out down the road, what you've been saying has been true all along. The routers are not going to.
The whole thing's theater.
The whole audit is theater. It's not going to go anywhere.
They're only going to show the people what they want them to see. Bottom line, they're only going to expose as much as they want them to know, and then they're going to continue to campaign upon this election fraud and decertifying 2020. Which, great, I would love it if they could decertify 2020 and we could somehow undo everything. But that's not reality. That's not constitutional. What we've got to do is fix the problem moving forward into 2022 and make sure that our elections are secured moving forward, which it doesn't seem they have the appetite for.
No, it seems like instead they're just kicking the can down the road. They're pretending like they're doing something. They might expose a little bit of fraud, or they're just going to come out and straight say, this guy's going to claim, oh, there was no fraud. The same way that the county recorder, Stephen Richer, said, oh, there was no fraud at all. There were no problems with the mail-in ballots. There was no problems with the machines connected to the internet. Nothing. So what they're going to do is they're just going to gaslight everyone and then tell you it's all going to come down to one guy's say, and then they're going to tell you that there was no fraud. So basically, this is going to add up to a whole lot of this getting dragged out and nothing being done for election reform prior to the midterms. And that's
what do we need? We need one day, one vote, on paper ballots, no mail-in, no machines. We need precinct-level voting and tabulation. Bottom line is we got to do that. So go to makevotingrealagain.com. It's makevotingrealagain.com and sign the petition. We've got to show these representatives here in Arizona, because we are the battleground state. This is where the battle is happening. We've got to get it done here and then push it nationwide.
Yeah. Steve's exactly correct. So thank you, Steve, for explaining that to everyone.
Thank you.
Go to makevotingrealagain.com. I'm going to save this live and post it on my MAGA Midge account. If you guys could share it and get the truth out there, that would be great, because so many people just don't. It is super confusing. It's almost impossible to understand unless you actually know the people that are involved and what they're really doing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and just keep spreading the truth. God bless you all. God bless America.